Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
All right, everybody, let's do a quick sound check for everybody at home. Mr. Locke.
Check 1, 2. Check.
And Mr. Wallington.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And there's also I think, well, okay, yeah, there was a recording running too, but it's done.
All right, well, folks, if you've not heard the sound, you've missed it. This has been our best broadcast so far. The audio's been incredible on our side.
Yes. I hate that you missed it.
But, hey, this is all electronics, and electronics and rain are not a good mix.
That's
so
right.
It's amazing that we have it at all.
So T.J. Bellin leading things off, then Jaden Lane and Case Milford will see the plate this inning. Belt rips one into left field. That is a hard-hit ball. First pitch he saw, he cranked that into left. Good job, T.J. Bellin, to get the leadoff runner on to start the second inning.
Tying run on first. That's good. It's brought to you by Farmer State Bank, this whole series, a series that we have to win, not just today, but again Friday. So it's important that we win these Farmer State Bank games.
All right, Jaden Lane, the first baseman for the Riders, is going to step in with Bellin at first base. Good lead for Bellin. They're going to check that. He's back safe. So the Riders, both innings so far, getting their leadoff batter on with no outs.
Yes. And it looks like the Rough Rider radio team has our everything in order now at the start of the second.
And they're going to step away. We've already had one balk call against Gilmer. That was very close to a second balk call.
That was the pickoff on the second baseman. Did he balk on that one, Locke?
Yeah, what he did is he stepped and turned his shoulders, and Bellin breaks for second. He's got a good jump.
Well, he lost the ball. It should be safe.
He dropped the second. Folks, we clearly saw the shortstop drop the ball. Bellin is safe at second, and they're going to call him out. Coach Moore wants an explanation because we saw the ball laying on the ground. I don't know what's going on there, but.
Second time in a row, you hit the first shot, first pitch, get on base, and unable to get to third.
All right, well, now with one out, it's up to Jaden Lane. And he takes a strike on the corner. Yeah, the balk call was because the pitcher moved. He turned his shoulders towards second and then stepped off the bag. You have to step off cleanly and then turn. And inside corner for strike number 2. Lane's going to have to pull the trigger here, folks. Strike zone's getting bigger and bigger. So he's down in the count now, 1-2. And that pitch high and outside, 2-2.
We've had 2 hits in the game, and the runner's unable to get to third. Locke, would you consider the running issues when we were picked off running errors, or were they just good plays by Gilmer?
Well, that was an exceptional throw by the catcher.
I believe it was a pitch out, too. He was set up.
He was set up perfectly. I mean, that throw was right on the money. The problem was, the ball was dropped, clearly. So as far as timing, the Gilmer catcher made a great play. He didn't get the jump I would have wanted him to get. All right, now we got a base on ball. Jaden Lane is on. So with one out, we got another base runner, and we got to get a little smarter on the base pass. We've either gotten picked off or thrown out both of our leadoff runners in 2 consecutive innings. So let's see if we can clean that up.
Would you say the run down between second and third, was that a bad decision from center, or was it just good play by Gilmer?
Well, it was a bad decision. Sutton should have gone back immediately to second. He took a couple of hesitant steps, and by doing so, he got hung up. It gave the pitcher time to close the distance and running at him, and by then it was too late. All right, Case Milford comes to the plate. Lane with a good lead at first. Milford takes that same outside strike. Coach Moore's going to have to make an adjustment in the dugout. They're going to get that pitch every single time. The rider's going to have to start swinging at that. And they do pick behind Jaden Lane. He is back safe. Catcher tried to throw him out. Not a bad idea, but Lane doing a good job over there. So we got time called. I think the catcher has a equipment issue with his helmet.
That gives me a chance to say hello to everybody on behalf of Granny B's Snow Cones. It's not the absolute perfect day for a snow cone when it's hot and rainy, but the summer days are coming, and Granny B's Snow Cone is already open right there in center for your summer enjoyment. Granny B's.
All right, yeah, I think he might have broken a strap in his helmet, so we're going to give Gilmer a little time to get that squared away. We'll kind of go through the lineup, folks. So Milford is at the plate. Colby Lout will follow him up.
Did you put the stream deck down?
All right, here we go. Jaden Lane standing at first base. We've got one out here.
I imagine he's still in the bag.
I had Locke take it out for me in case it dried up, but it was sitting back.
And this one foul back. So the count now 1-2. I think we put everything back in the bag when it started raining a while ago. And Milford reaches for one and misses, so he's going to go down on strikes. So now 2 outs. Brings up Colby Lout.
And sorry, folks, we got the sound fixed. The video rate is such here that we may have some skips. We've got it. We'll try to get it as optimal as we can.
It is a nasty night for baseball, folks.
That's right.
Drizzly, wet, everything is dripping, and about every 5 or 6 minutes it will come a little sprinkle and get it all wet again.
Yeah.
It's a bad night for baseball. It's a terrible night for baseball broadcast.
But we're here, baby.
Yeah,
Okay, so a pass ball.
So this one gets away from the catcher, and Lane is in at second base. So center catches a break there. Ball kind of bounced off the catcher's chest protector and rolls to his left. Lane broke immediately, and he's going to take second base with 2 outs.
All right.
All right, so let's see if Colby Lout can bring him around here, man in scoring position. They are going to work second base. Lane is back easy. That pitcher almost balked again. So he has to take his foot off the rubber, folks, before he can turn and break his shoulders like that. That pitch outside. All right, the count 2-0 to Lout.
I think you should get a pitch to hit here pretty soon.
And that one inside, right under his hands. Lout swings through it.
I think Colby was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Colby tried to pull that down the left field line. 2-1 now. They continue to work Lane pretty hard in the middle. Colby hits this one and just trickles foul. Boy, that would have been perfect if it would have stayed fair.
Right.
Because the third baseman is he's playing back because of the runner at second. Colby would have walked into first base. All right, so the count now even, 2-2 with 2 away. And Lout with a base hit. That's going to fall in center field. They send Lane. Lane is coming. There will be a throw. And Lane scores all the way from second base. Kobe Lout with an RBI single.
Excellent.
That's how it's supposed to be done, folks. That was textbook. Get a man in scoring position. Hit a single to the outfield. Coach didn't hesitate. A second at third. He sent Lane all the way, and Lane scored standing up. Not sure why they cut that off. The throw was in time.
Looked like there was going to be a huge play at the plate. Or why when they cut it off, why they didn't go in and relay it home.
Yeah, for some reason, the catcher called the pitcher to cut that and throw to first instead of coming home. He would have had a play. All right, so Keithan Horton, number 15, comes in as a pinch runner for Lout. Lout, of course, the starting catcher, so you're allowed a pinch runner there. So Horton running with 2 outs here. Brings up Caleb Mosley. He is batting in the 9-hole for the Rough Riders. And he's going to sky one. Second baseman makes the call and is able to put it away, but not before the Rough Riders come back and tie one with an RBI single from Colby Lout. We got a whole new ball game when we come back.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply. Year in and year out, Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep has backed the riders. And year in and year out, Wright Chrysler is the place you go for the right vehicles, Jeeps, SUVs, cars, and trucks. Sales manager Jeff Baker and Chrysler and Rough Rider standout Greg Hubbard would love to set you up with the right vehicle at Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Here we go to the bottom of the second, score 1-1, and we have
this is number one, Justin Jones coming to the plate. Moreno and Griffin will get an at-bat this inning. Horton still on the mound for the Riders. This is hit softly. Horton not able to make the play. He'll go to the bag and take the out. Good job communicating over there between Lane and Horton. Horton made a stab for it, couldn't get there. Lane comes off the bag to make the play, and Horton took his place. Nice job, Rough Riders, getting the out at first base. That's one of those in-between plays. You got to have good communication, and the Riders able to pull it off. So the first left-handed batter, this is DJ Moreno for the Buckeyes. He swings at the first pitch. This is trailing foul, and it is a foul ball.
Appreciate Bird Forestry, one of our baseball sponsors, always supported Rough Rider Athletics in the Center High School in all endeavors, and we appreciate the Birds. But we have a piece of news that the Birds are particularly interested in after this next pitch.
So
nice pitch.
Strike two. Boy, that was a beauty from Horton. Had everybody fooled, I think, including his catcher. So the count now 0-2. See if the big hook comes home. And this hit just fair, folks, just inside the bag. That's a tough break. Moreno able to round fair. He's going to stay at first base. So a single here for Moreno. Horton made a beautiful pitch. Moreno just kind of stuck the bat out and was able to poke that past Easton Wolf over at third.
So the news that Bird Forestry is interested in, their daughter Julie Bird, senior softball player, they're playing Kilgore tonight, and a win puts them in likely playoff position for only the second time in a decade.
Good news, center softball. So this is Dylan Griffin at the plate. The pitch was high. Colby Lout almost threw out the runner at first base. Good job keeping him honest. So with one out, runner at first, and they're going to pick one. He is back safe. And the attempted bunt, pitch comes inside, and he's going to pull that back for a ball. So the count 2-0. Riders playing pretty shallow in the outfield as well tonight. Got a major gap in right center. Shows bunt again, pulls back. That's a 3-0 count. That's that same outside pitch. Gilmer has gotten that call all night. Not sure what was wrong with that one. So 3-0 to the batter. Runner will get an extra jump here. And there's a strike call at the plate. 3-1. And the attempted bunt is foul, so we're at an even count here, 3-2. Batter's going to have to swing.
Pretty big moment here early in this game.
Horton doing a good job. He is pounding the zone. He's going to make this guy swing. They do pick one and almost got the runner. Horton caught him in mid-step over there at first base. Coach kind of getting on to his Buckeye. And that pitch low, so a walk issued. Now we got runners at first and second with one away. It's going to bring up number 20, Aiden Aiken. He's the right fielder for Gilmer. But with one out, I'm going to guess that we're going to see another bunt play. Got a pinch runner coming in. Yeah, this is the 9-hole hitter. Maybe another bunt with one away. We'll see. Easton Wolf on the grass. He will be coming. They pick first. And back safe. So Riders going to take the bunt away at first base, and they do square. It's popped up, but this is out of play. Colby Lout with a good effort there. Ball got just over the top. Lane came crashing. He was in position. We'll see where this pitch. Back now, the count 1-1. Curveball from Horton. All right, same thing. Bunting again. Gilmer coach, no signal. He just yells bunt. It pulls Wolf off the bag just enough, and Gilmer is in safe behind him. It's the only play that Horton could have made, folks.
Yep.
He had no shot. That was a perfect place bunt. The only play he had was he managed to get it out of the glove, but Wolf was off the bag by that point. So we got Buckeyes everywhere, and they are back to the top of their order. This is Braden Pate, the leadoff batter. One out, bases loaded. And a nice pitch right down the gut for strike one. So the Riders squeezing the corners here. And this hit hard. Jaden Lane's going to come up and go home. So the force at the plate is out number 2. Good job. Jaden Lane in position there to make that stop. Colby Lout takes the force, and the Riders slowly but surely crawling out of the jam. So base is still loaded, but now with 2 outs. And a strike at the plate. So this is Lindsey, the opposing pitcher.
Batters and Mathis next.
And another strike, catches the outside corner. Good job, Horton. Down, got his batter down 0-2 here with 2 outs. Got a couple of pitches he can waste. Let's see if he can make Klein chase something. And this is Pope.
Oh, nice play by
right
Lane.
to Lane. Lane makes a diving catch in foul territory for the 3rd out. And Gilmer strands the bases loaded. Good job, Horton and Lane, to get out of a jam. Folks, we got a good baseball game going on. We'll be right back.
Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and so much more.
Would have took Wolf's head off had he not ducked. You see the pitcher, Lindsey, wiping his hand, folks. I'm telling you, everything out here is slick.
It really changes the game, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, it makes it tough on pitchers, catchers, but even batters. Now you're going to the plate every time thinking, man, he could hit me in the head.
That's right.
I mean, you literally, it does change everything about the game. All right, 2-0 count to Wolf. And gets a good pitch to hit and fouls it off over the first base dugout. Boy, that was a beautiful fastball on the outside corner. He would have loved to. That kind of stuff is going to win this ball game. This hit hard into center field. Is it going to stay up? Yes. Center fielder made that look really harder than it was. He kind of did a leaping jump thing at the end for no reason. The ball was coming right to him, but he made the play. So 1 away here. Link stays at second, and Cody Atkins comes to the plate.
Locke, there are girls here, and that was a heroic looking catch.
That's true. If there was any kind of photographic moment, that would have been it.
That's the way I did in b-ball, to no avail. But that was my motivation.
I mean, folks, the ball was coming directly at him. He didn't even have to move, and at the last second, he kind of makes this sprawling jump to catch the ball. I guess it's poetic. Who knows? All right, Atkinson with a chance here. 1 away with a man in scoring position. Fastball outside, misses. Well, the right fielder, folks, is so shallow. A hard hit ball to right or right center is going to go all the way to the wall. A lot of time taken by Lindsey here in between pitches. He has really slowed this game down to a crawl.
Locke, what would be the reason for bringing your right fielder that far out?
You know, the only thing I can think of is the coach is thinking that because it's wet, things are going to slow down, and he hasn't seen any power from these Rough Riders to scare him yet. So that's where you want to tell these right-handed batters, if you get an outside pitch, they've been living on that outside strike. If you get that outside strike, just poke it into right field. 3-1 and a walk is going to be issued to Cody Atkinson. The Riders have men at first and second with one out. And Logan Horton comes up.
We really appreciate Pizzeria, one of our baseball sponsors. Also last night, the host of our coaches show, Stephen, you had an unusual, but I like the pizza. What was it?
It was the cauliflower base crust with the veggie with extra jalapenos. They put extra jalapenos on it. It was quite tasty.
I liked it better than the pepperoni. I can't believe I'm saying that.
And this hit hard, but foul from Horton.
Man, there's enough
Folks,
power to.
Yeah.
That ball was hit well. Horton is kind of shaking his head. He wished it was about 20 feet to the right.
That was almost a DQ bomber or a DQ dude, or over the fence, it's a dude, right?
That's right.
If it's close, it's a bomber, but instead it was foul ball.
And this one's going to be off his hands and popped up to the catcher, and the catcher able to make the play. That came right off the rubber, right on his hands. All right, well, 2 outs, 2 men on. We got T.J. Bellin coming to the plate. Let's see if we can get a little 2-out hit going.
And sorry, folks, those of you at home, we have periods where we have stable internet and then it'll drop to nothing. And I don't know what the explanation is. That's why it's freezing up on us every now and then. But this is our best. There's a pitch outside. This is our best option, and we're going to get it the best we can.
I was told by the administrator on duty that their school has recently gotten a 5G update, but it only goes to the school. Back here, it's 2010.
And that ball gets away from the catcher, just not quite far enough. It stayed on the dirt. So Bellin with a count 1-1 now. There are 2 outs and men at first and second.
Rider defense had a full bases and 1 out a while ago and got out of trouble.
And Bellin turning to get out of the way, but he had already started a swing, so the umpire calls that a strike on the batter.
Man.
Tough break. He was literally trying to get out of the way, folks, but he turned to the front instead of the back. Time called here at the plate. Lindsey is working slow from the mound. He is taking a lot of time. I think the base runners really bother him. He's given 3 and 4 looks, and very wisely, TJ takes another time, break that rhythm, try to get the ball to the plate. Oh, like that. That one well outside. We go to a full count. Pitcher loses his hat again. That's about 4 times. Not sure what's going on there. And they break and look at second base. Bellin going to have to interrupt that timing again. This is taking so long between pitches. If you're a batter, you want to bat on your timing, not the pitcher's timing. And he flares this into right field. Get down, get down. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's going to
Gets
score
past
3.
the right fielder. That's going to score
2
1 run.
for sure.
Here comes the second run. Bellin digging for a triple, and he is in, folks. T.J. Bellin with a triple and 2 RBIs.
2 RBI triple for Bellin.
I don't want to be right, But I was right. That
Yes.
right fielder was so far out of position.
Yeah.
You weren't just right, you were
So
right about
far
right.
out of position.
You were double right.
Folks, that was a flare. That ball flared into right field, but the right fielder was so far out of position he couldn't get there. He did make a diving effort. I mean, give the young man credit, but unable to come up with it. And when he dove, the ball went past him all the way nearly to the fence, and Bellin got an extra base. So the Riders take the lead here. It is 3-1 with 2 RBIs for T.J. Bellin. Jay Lane comes to the plate. And he takes first pitch for a strike. Yeah, Bellin, he rounded second base. He was looking for a breather. Ooh, and a big curveball, and it misses inside. So the count even, 1-1. Bellin 90 feet away. Let's see if Lane can be a 2-out hitter here. Swings on a good fastball, but he misses for strike 2. Right fielder's back in the same place, folks. Don't understand it. That pitch outside misses. Now the count 2-2. And this is going to be fouled away. Not a lot you could do with that if you're Lane. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner, but it's high and away. About all you need to do is just poke it foul and live for another pitch. And he does some damage here. This hit hard at shortstop. He boots it, and Bellin comes in to score. So an RBI single for Jaden Lane.
Well done. Good offense by the Riders here in this top of the third. They began the game down 1-0, but they've scored the last 4 in a row, 3 in this inning.
So the shortstop had a shot at that, but he decided to play it on a backhand instead of charging the ball. And with things wet and sloppy, it took a bad bounce on that wet infield, and it kicked off the back of his shin. And Lane with a base hit RBI. Colby Loud up now. Oh, excuse me, that is Milford. Case Milford comes to the plate, almost gets hit by the first pitch he sees. Good lead over there from Lane. They're going to try him at first, and he's back safe. Count now even at 1-all. 1-1, 2 outs, man on first. And Case swings through another good fastball for strike 2. And that's going to be a call third strike on that outside corner. Tough pitch to take, but hey, the Rough Riders on the board with 3 runs in that inning. It is now 4-1 with a Rough Rider lead.
Bird Forestry began with Mike Bird, East Texas's lush forests and a dream for the future. At Bird Forestry, that future is now. As it moves into its second generation, Bird Forestry is a diverse enterprise protecting the environment while it works with industries and ensuring the growth of Texas businesses and the welfare of its people. The Bird family supports the riders on the course and beyond.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to see why Blake Furniture is the top furniture company in East Texas. Get the lowest prices and discover our easy in-store financing and low payment plans. Plus, get the fastest delivery in East Texas. Get your credit pre-approved online at blakefurniture.com today.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
All right, folks, welcome back to the bottom of the third. Horton on the mound for the Riders. He's going to face the meat of the order here. You got Bates, Lang, and Lofton. That's 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Buckeyes. It's already a 2-0 count. Now make that 3-0. Horton know that all the balls are wet right now, folks. 3 innings into this game, we've seen a lot of wild throws. And a 4-pitch walk issued to the 3-hole batter. All right, this is Ryder Lang coming to the plate. And they pick over at first. He is back. They do show a bunt play. They're gonna try to throw behind him, but that out's hand and sails into right field.
I think maybe you just don't try to do that.
Tough. I mean, your instinct tells you you got him. you got him lean. That wet ball just sailed into right field for out. Tough break for the Riders. So the runner from Gilmer ends up at second. There was a strike called at the plate. They picked behind him and almost got him. Tell you what, both teams doing a good job of picking and tagging base runners here. The batter squared the bunt, the first ball home. He squares again. Lang charges. Horton's going to make the play at first for the out. Good job. It's the only play he really had. Nice bunt, nice play. But that does advance the Gilmer runner to third with 1 away. All right, this brings up Harrison Lofton. Lofton's the DH. He's going to come up to bat with 1 away here and a man on third. And this is fouled away over the first base dugout.
Appreciate Farmer State Bank, who brings us not just tonight, but tomorrow night as well. It's the Gilmer Series, brought to you by Farmer State Bank right there on the square.
All right, count 1-1 with 1 away. And this hit hard into center field. That's going to get down and score a run. Ball not hit well at all, just kind of flares just off the back of the dirt into center field, but a base hit nonetheless with an RBI. The score now 4-2 with the Rough Riders in the lead. one out here in the bottom of the third, and there is a runner at first. And the changeup gets away from Lout, and the runner will take second with no throw. A little bit of a mix-up between pitcher-catcher. That was something unexpected. I don't know what happened there, but you could see the glove was in a different place from where the ball ended up. This is Justin Jones, the batter for Gilmer. That pitch outside. Lout's going to throw behind the runner at second. Just trying to keep people honest. Not sure if that was such a good idea, though. This wet ball, folks, I'm telling you, it's going to create more problems. Have to be careful here. And the curveball does not break, and that's going to hit the batter. And Gilmer has men at first and second now with one away.
Tying run at first.
See Horton rolling the ball around in the dirt, trying to do anything to dry it off.
Hey, Shires,
Go ahead.
Mooney's Emporium, did Coach Harrison ever get that?
Oh,
present
yes.
for
Oh,
Regina?
yes, he did.
I was worried sick about that.
Yeah, it must have been one of the Coach Meeks show that you were not able to come to. But yes, Coach Harrison went there and bought Retina a purse, and she loves it.
That's great.
This is DJ Moreno. He swings at the first pitch he sees and hits it foul out of play.
Again, folks, we're sorry for the jumpy video. We're imagining this the best we can. We got quality turned down as low as possible, the smallest amount of bandwidth. Oh, that's a nice curveball.
And that one hits him.
Oh.
So that's going to load the bases here in the bottom of the third.
I thought it was going to break on in, but it didn't quite.
Yeah, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but you see Horton wiping his hand. He literally was rolling the ball in the dirt before that at bat, trying to get a grip. You're even hearing some complaints on the major league level that the balls are slicker than they've ever been.
Really?
A lot of these guys in the major leagues, they're throwing the ball so hard now, that slick ball, if you don't control it, I mean, you're throwing, high 90s to multimillionaires. They don't like wild pitches, right? So lots of complaints about slick balls, and tonight we've got wet balls. And this pitch outside. So bases loaded with one away.
Critical moment in the game. Rough Riders up 4-1 coming into this inning. Now only a 2-run lead.
And this one's,
ooh,
that skipped way outside. Good job, Colby Lout. That could have been a disaster. Lout dives and had to backhand that ball. 2-0 count. 3-0. Nowhere to put him. So this is Dylan Griffin at the plate. He's got a 3-0 count with one out. And ball four is going to walk in a run. And that's going to make the score 4-3. Rough Riders still in the lead, but bases are loaded with one out.
What does that tell you about your pitcher when it's 3-0 and the pitch is not a strike? He's having control issues.
Yeah, I know it's wet. I know it's tough. Partial control, partial wet. Who knows? The point is, it's a tough spot. You got to slow things down. Go talk to him and find out. Is it the ball? Is it you? What do you feel?
What can we do about it? Shelby Savings Bank, one of the sponsors of not just Rough Rider baseball, but East Texas baseball with Larry Pierce. If it's baseball in East Texas, Shelby Savings Bank is behind it. Go by and visit Will Lucas and any of his staff in any of the spots and what do you call those when they're branches? Any of the branches of Shelby Savings Bank around East Texas. Shelby Savings, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, this is the 9-hole hitter, folks. This is Aiden Aiken. Bases are loaded with one out. And a strike to start off Aiken.
Sure would be nice to have a twice DI strikeout, ice him right here with only one out and bases loaded.
And that one just a little low. Runner came a long way from third base. Thought that got away from Lout, but it did not. Coach kind of scolding him on his base running etiquette at third. And that pitch, whoa, that looked good to us, but it is a ball. I don't know where it missed, but the count now 2-1. Lout thought he had a strike there. And this is flared into center field. This could be trouble, but good job. And this one thrown in. Cody Atkins made the catch. They tag at third and score the tying run. But Atkins did make a play. Good job. We got the out there. That's all you can ask him to do. Got the ball in quickly. But Gilmer was able to tag and score the tying run. We got a brand new ball game. It's 4-4.
Runners on first and third now, right?
Yes, so the runner on second was able to tag as well.
So back to the top of the order. This is Braden Pate, leadoff batter for the Buckeyes.
But we do have 2 outs now, so.
And they pick play at first. Runners back safe. They pick again. Almost got him that time. Good move. Horton has a sneaky move. That was a good one. And this is going to be hit foul. Runners on the corners with 2 away. And the pitch at the plate. Whoa, that looked good, folks. That's going to be called high. Lout thought he had that one. Held it for a couple of extra seconds. That one outside low. 2-1. Starting to get a little sprinkle again. And that one inside, beautiful pitch. Don't know what we're going to have to do there for that pitch. 3-1 count. My goodness, that looked good. This one foul back, count now even. Excuse me, this is a full count, 3-2.
Yes. That was right back at us, folks. You sitting at home, you could have caught that one.
All right, everybody's moving, full count, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Horton checks first. Another close tag, not in time. And that one's going to be ball 4. Well, I hate to say this. Horton threw 5 strikes in that at bat. Only got 2 of them called. All right. So this is Lindsay, opposing pitcher, and the runners, or excuse me, bases are loaded with Gilmer runners again. And that pitch low for ball 1.
In high school ball, it's just, you can't just assume that the pitcher's not a very good hitter, can you?
No, usually it's the opposite. Yeah, high school ball, they're usually good athletes. And this one a flare to Lane at first. He takes the out on the bag, and the Riders able to get out of the inning, but not before Gilmer ties things up. It's a 4-4 ball game here at Buckeye Field.
This is a NetSN presentation of a Watlington Shires Pierce production.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, welcome. Go back to start the fourth. We're just in the fourth, Wally.
Yeah, just
slow game, guys.
You know, with all this rain and stuff, you think your car would be clean, Wellington, but I drove through some mud.
It's fixing to be time once the rain goes away to take it to B3 car wash.
Yeah.
And you have your choice. You can do it yourself. Which would you do? Are you a get the wand and clean it yourself kind of guy, or are you more of a drive through the tunnel?
No, I like to go to the tunnel and have the lava soap fall down over me.
I like to take a quick nap.
Yeah.
In the tunnel. I used to when I was.
What about
teaching.
you, Locke?
Yeah, I went through just the other day after the big rain and thought I would get a couple of days of dry weather, but again, here we go. So I guess I'm going to have to go back.
All right. Wellington, were you here when we were discussing? Locke has a repeat customer card for Granny B's.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You get bonus?
It's a card. You get a punch.
Okay, so every 5 or 6 you get a free one?
Yeah, they punch it every time you go through, and after so many, you get a free one. So I am working on my card as hard as I can.
You're kind of a big deal.
All right, here we go. Colby Lout rips the first pitch he sees, but just foul down the left field line. So it'll be Lout, Mosley, and back to the top of the order with Link starting things off for us here in the top of the fourth inning. Folks, I know it is only the fourth. It has really slowed things down here tonight.
Center beat us. The first time they played, Center, I think, 10-run ruled, and we didn't carry that game. It was in the middle of the soccer playoffs. So being 4-4 is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, and the Riders have had some opportunities here tonight, just not able to capitalize when they needed to. And Lout
he
swings at one in the dirt, but he did that on purpose. He was down in the count 0-2, so he saw a ball that was going to hit the dirt. You swing and you get an opportunity. If it gets past the catcher, you get an opportunity to steal first base. Hey, he took a shot. Rather get thrown out at first than strike. Starting to get a little more rain. So just what we needed. Get everything good and wet again.
Yeah. Balls weren't quite slick enough.
Mosley swings through a good pitch.
Say what you said again about striking out, and you'd rather.
So if first base is not occupied and you have 2 strikes, a swinging third strike that gets in the dirt past the catcher, you have what's called the opportunity to steal first base.
Yeah.
It is considered a stolen base. So if you beat the throw to first, you've stolen first base, even though technically you may have struck out.
But the way you put it was, let's wait.
Well, he saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
He thought that was a better opportunity he could get to first by swinging at a poor pitch that might win the dirt.
The way he put that was better to be thrown out at first than strike out at home.
Yeah, in that particular circumstance, and that one's going to be foul back. So what Lout saw, that ball bounced about 2 feet in front of home plate, way outside. So he knows if I swing, it's already in the dirt. There's a good chance it's going to bounce past catcher and I can steal first. So
especially when you throw your bat at it.
Yeah, he played the odds basically. And a call 3 strike on Mosley. So the Riders find themselves down 2 outs already. Back to the top of the order, this Sutton Link.
Link, I believe, is 2 for 2.
That's true.
That pitch well outside goes. Seeing both pitchers struggle a little bit here with their. Link been a base runner both times he's come up. See if he can keep that going here. And that one goes to the backstop. So the pitcher is losing his hat almost every pitch.
deal with that?
I don't know why it's bothering me so much, but it's driving me crazy. And that one's going to catch him on the elbow. Good thing he had an elbow pad on, but he is on for the third time tonight.
Wow, after a good at bat as far as the pitcher goes. On that one, 2 wild pitches and then hits on the third one.
Tell you what, when we played they didn't have that elbow pad. You get hit right there in the funny bone. That was not funny.
And if you ducked out of the way, you got chewed out. You're supposed to take that for the team,
yeah,
buddy.
Yeah.
Take that for the team. All right, so 2 outs. Link is on first base. Easton Wolf gets a chance to swing the bat. We got a tie ball game. It is 4-4 here. And that pitch well inside. Wolf has to actually back up and get out of the way there.
And you're right, Locke. The first 2 outs, the pitches came quickly and crisply, but as soon as we get a runner on, the brakes are hit.
Yeah, he really slows this game down. Link with a huge lead, best lead of the night, and they do pick and they throw it away. Link's going to get second base out of that. He might go 3. Nope. He'll stop at 2. Good job.
Don't want to run yourself in that final out. So
don't know if that's a wet ball or what happened over there at first base, but they tried to pick Link off. He had a huge lead. So now with 2 outs, Wolf has a man in scoring position. And this hit hard into right. Get down, ball, stay fair. No.
Just foul.
Folks, that was, again, one of those places. If he hits that ball fair,
that's a triple probably.
He is standing on third base. You are exactly right. All right, we'll line back up and do that again. The count is 1-1. We have 2 outs. Link standing at second. Easton Wolf at the plate. That pitch well outside. 2-1. This hit hard into right, over his head, and everybody's going to keep running, folks. Come on home, Sutton Link. Easton Wolf digging for third. He is going to stand up with a triple. Ball gets away on the throw, but not quite far enough. He slid at the last second. Had he stayed on his feet, he could have scored on that play. That would have been an inside-the-park homer, but he slid at the last second. But, hey, we will take it.
Yes, sir.
That's the go-ahead run. 5-4 now, Rough Riders. Easton Wolf with an RBI triple.
Rough Riders doing a lot of damage with 2 outs, aren't they?
Tonight they are.
Cody Atkins comes to the plate. Cody with a big play in center field the last inning. Pitch well outside.
Cody started hitting coming on here as of late. He had a couple big hits against Spring Hill last Friday.
That's something that not many people in the district can say.
Right.
They got a couple of big hits against Spring Hill.
And that pitch well outside. It's 2-0.
And Cody's, we love him, football player. He's put on some size, but, man, he is so fast to be as big as he is. It's really fun.
So the shortstop has come in, talked to the pitcher. I think this was probably called from the dugout just to give his pitcher a little bit of time to catch his breath and settle down from Wolf's triple. That way a coach doesn't have to burn one of his mound visits. He can send a player to do it for him. Atkinson drives, high drive into center field. And the center fielder able to come in and make the play, but not before the Riders take a one-run lead here in the fourth inning. It's 5-4.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's. Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and so much more.
So Mr. Shires,
Yes.
what is your favorite thing to get at TNR Steaks and More?
That's a great question, because that growing up was Ella's favorite restaurant.
Really?
I used to tell Rose all the time that Ella should do a commercial for y'all, because when it was her turn to pick, it was always TNR Steaks and More. I always start with a piece of fried chicken and some steak.
Yeah.
But
because they're little steaks.
Yeah.
Usually, if you're going to eat steak, that's your meal. But at TNR,
There,
you
it's
can do
just
steak.
part of your meal.
Right, yeah, it's just one of your things.
But I always do that, and some rice and some salad. I love their salad stuff.
Me too, yeah. There was a time there where the only salad I ever ate was there. Bottom of the fourth.
So this will be Grayson Bates. And the catcher, that one's umpire did not call that a strike. He check swinged, unless I missed something. Caught the inside of his knee. All right, here we go. Full count still, folks. One away. Man at second. And this is poked in the air. Jaden Lane with another play over at first base. And we got 2 outs. That was a long battle.
Yeah, it was.
Was that about a 8-9 pitch battle? So Justin Jones comes to the plate. He is the 6-hole hitter. Got 2 away.
Big out coming up, tying run on second.
And this is hit hard to short. TJ Bellin with a play, comes across, and Lane for the out. And Horton pitched out of some trouble there. Good job. Way to keep battling Rough Riders. We'll come right back to the 5th with a 1-run lead. It's 5-4 here in Gilmer.
This is a Net SN presentation of a Watlington Shires Pierce production.
Batters Law Firm is proud to be a third-generation law firm serving the injured people of East Texas since 1964. Batters has settled thousands of cases and paid out over $25 million to clients from settlements in the past 2 years. Visit one of their locations for your free, no-appointment consultation and let the Batters team implement their proven approach that incorporates treatment and recovery while maximizing settlements and payouts. Batters Law Firm, serving you in Nacogdoches, Lufkin Center, and Houston. Remember, when it matters, call Batters. 833-BATTERS. 833-BADDERS.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
5-4 here, ladies and gentlemen. Big news. Bird Forestry, who brings us Rough Rider baseball, is proud to announce back home in center, the ladies, the softball Lady Riders, win against Kilgore 7-6 in a squeaker.
Oh, wow.
So Julie Bird and the whole Bird family very excited. The whole Rough Rider, Lady Rider softball family excited. A win here in Gilmer, just literally right over there at that softball complex on Friday, puts the Lady Riders in the playoffs for the first time since either 18 or 19, and only the second time in over a decade. So big news from center. Congratulations to the Lady Riders.
And I believe it was senior night as well. Good for Julie Bird, one of those seniors.
Yeah, and several seniors on that team, and got to be real excited about it. New coach and new life there in Lady Rider softball.
All right, well, we are ready to go. Logan Horton, T.J. Bell, and Jaden Lane will come to the plate. Logan gets a chance to help his own cause here with a one-run lead. We are in the top of the 5th inning. And that pitch low and away for ball 1.
In a dogfight here in Gilmer on a rainy night. There's a strike.
That pitch was aimed out of the pitcher's hands.
Yeah.
So this is a new thrower we've got on the mound. This is Aiden Davis into pitch, so new pitcher. And that ball low and away as well, so 2-1. And that pitch outside, 3-1.
Locke, what's your favorite thing at Pizzeria?
I know I'm going to shock you. Okay, pizza-wise, I'm a pineapple Canadian bacon guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love the salads. I don't know what it is. The
pea salad.
Salads, the pea salad. I love it all. The salads are incredible at Pizzeria.
Wow, so you're are you always a salad person, or is that just kind of at Pizzeria?
I eat a lot of salad, but when you go to Pizzeria, you have to get the salad because of the pea salad. It's the only place you can get it.
That's great. That's great.
All right, so a pinch runner comes in for the Rough Riders.
Now they, you used to make your own salad. Now they make your salad for you. But I just remember, we'd have a group of us go in there. We could take out a full
That's right.
pan of the pea salad.
We could wipe out.
Yeah,
we can wipe out the salad bar. All right, Gage Vadrine comes on as a pinch runner. And T.J. Bellin is at the plate. They're going to check on Vadrine. He's back easy. He needs to get a little bit more lead over there and put some pressure on the relief pitcher that's come in. See if Bellin can get a few more RBIs under his belt tonight. They check on Gage again. Not even close. And that looked like a pitch out. Not sure. That was, catcher was set up way outside. I'd see no reason for Vadrine to be stealing here.
Yeah.
I mean, you've not thrown a strike at the plate yet. Why on earth would you set up for a pitch out? That pitch down the middle, that's the best pitch Bellin's going to see this entire at-bat, and I think he knows it. No outs. Vadrine's at first base. Bellin swings through a good changeup. Counting a 1-2 on Bellin. Time called at the plate. Again, these Gilmer pitchers, folks, take a long time in between pitches, especially with a base runner.
It's going to make us miss our bedtime lot. There's a
That foul ball caught the umpire in the face mask, so we're going to walk around and take a little time.
Yep.
Boy, he came up from behind the
Yeah,
plate in a
yeah.
hurry.
Yeah, that mask, I guess it does some protection, but it doesn't mean the thump
No, that's right.
don't hurt.
The thump hurts. Absolutely.
I'd like to take a moment. We like to do this when we can. Thank the officials that come out. It's a tough job.
Especially on a night like this with
Yeah.
it wet and nasty and you're already geared up and all that stuff. All right, 1-2 count. Man at first, Bellin at the plate.
Dreen with a little bigger lead over there this time.
And that one low, 2-2.
I think you're right. Like this pitcher aims a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, that it's kind of odd. I mean, the ball leaves his fingertips. He is fully stretched, almost like he's pushing the ball instead of throwing the ball.
Oof.
Good pitch, and Bellin swung for the fences on that one, but he goes down with strikes. That was tough.
Yep.
Bellin was trying to pad the lead here a little bit. Instead, we got one out. Jaden Lane comes to the plate. I'm going to check on Vadrine. He is back easy. Pitcher really doesn't have a quick move here. He's just casually throwing over first. Trying to keep Vadrine honest. Needs to get another step over there. And this is popped 1,000 feet high. The catcher makes the call and puts it away for the second out. Tough break for Jaden Lane. That ball was hit a mile high, but right to the catcher. So this brings Milford to the plate with 2 outs and a man on first. Long time, and Vadrine takes off and steals second standing up. So there was a strike called on Case at the plate. So the count is 0-1 with 2 outs. He fouls this one back. Now it's 0-2. Vadrine in scoring position. Milford's got a chance here to add to the lead. It's going to have to be a 2-strike hitter.
Getting close to the Aurora Concepts 5th inning stretch, aren't we, Mr.?
Yes, it's going to be a constructive 5th inning stretch because our technical issues have us messed up. We might be able to. I'm going to try to get it going for us.
We can sing.
Yes,
Take
we
Me Out
can.
the ball game if we have to.
I know, but that might be a one-time deal. Because I bet Raw Concepts would pay us not to do that again.
And that pitch gets past the catcher. Vadrine's going to go to third. The Riders caught a break there. So with 2 outs, a man 90 feet away, Case Milford with a chance to get a little something going tonight. The Gilmer pitcher asking the umpire for a dry baseball. They throw that one into the dugout. Not sure there is such a thing at this point in the game.
This is where you need that 2-out hit to get us an insurance run.
Oh, and Milford's going to pop this sky high. Center fielder calls for it and is able to make the play. But the Riders maintain the lead. It's 5-4, headed to the bottom of the 5th.
So here we go, folks. We are stretching.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
All right, folks, we are back. 0-2 count already on the batter. And they're going to say that hit the batter. Boy, Horton had him going there. Moreno on for Gilmer. That's going to bring up Griffin.
As Griffin comes up, I want to say thank you to the Forge Gym. Danbert Collum and his group at the Forge on the Square would love to see you walk in those doors so they can help you get to be the best version of you on the Square. The Forge.
Horton still on the mound. And that ball way high from the catcher, and it goes sailing into right field and gives Gilmer an extra base. You see Horton shaking his head. The ball went out of his hand high, came out of Colby's hand high. They asked for a new ball. It's just been the story all night.
I just don't think we should do that or even try it. I mean, I think it's a good idea, but it's just the juice isn't worth the squeeze, I don't think.
They show bunt, and a strike called at the plate. Batter pulled back and let that one go by. So the count now 1-1 to the batter. Bunt and does not put it down. Moved.
It's in the dugout.
I don't know if Atkinson didn't see that. He stayed back and played it on a hop instead of coming in after it. Irregardless, going to award Gilmer. What a turn of events in one pitch. Folks, I'm shaking my head. This is just, I mean, the boy had touched second base. He gets awarded one bag. He got two. Nevertheless, it is what it is. A swing and a miss at the plate. Horton going to come after this batter. No outs. Foul high, but it is headed foul. So the count now 1-2. And that one skips in also, full count. I'm still just stunned at the call on that last play. I mean,
yep.
I looked up when Atkinson made the throw and the runner was just rounding second base. Still cannot believe they awarded him home plate. There's no way he wouldn't have had a triple. I mean, he would have stopped at third base, period, on the overthrow itself. I'm just stunned here. All right. Base on balls. No outs. Man on first base. And the changeup's outside for a ball. Ryder's still in this. Plenty of ball game left. It is.
Batter before.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember a left-hander.
Yeah, they've had him.
Yeah, this is back to the top of the order. This is their leadoff, Braden Pate.
Oh, that's why it's leadoff.
And he's going to get hit in the shoulder blades, and we've got two men on with no outs. And Coach Moore is going to come out and talk with Horton.
Gives us a chance to say thank you to TNR, Steaks and More, Pizzeria, Blake Furniture, Shelby Savings Bank, Bird Forestry for bringing us this Rough Rider baseball season, along with Granny B snow cones, twice the ice for our strikeouts, which we need some right now with 2 on. B3 Car Wash, our pregame sponsor. Because of the weather, didn't really get much of a pregame show, but we will have Schaffner's Washateria postgame show here. About 15 minutes ago, we got the good news. Lady Rider softball beats Kilgore during senior night to 7-6. A very good, close squeaker of a game, keeping their playoff hopes not just alive, but their playoffs as likely. Looks like we're looking at a different pitcher now, Mr. Lott.
TJ Bellin's going to come on in relief.
Well, you did get to visit with Coach.
What the key is to winning tonight.
Here's what he said. Maybe.
Yeah.
It might help if we could turn it up here.
That's it.
Let's try that again.
Coach, we've been right there so many times. What's the key tonight against a team that maybe, we've beaten before?
7 good innings. I mean, we've put a lot together. We've come a long ways. We're really, really young. And these guys, especially against, if anybody saw
Gilmer, he swings through the fastball for strike 1.
That's R-I-D-E-R?
Rider, R-Y-D-E-R.
Close enough.
And he hits this a flare into right. That's trouble, folks. It gets down. 1 run is in. They're going to hold the runner at third. He would have scored easily. Not sure what's going on there. Gilmer coach jumped the gun, folks. He would have scored standing up. Wow. Center missed the cutoff man. The ball rolled into the infield. That runner would have scored easily. We will take it. Brings up Harrison Lofton to the plate.
Gilmer series brought to you by Farmer State Bank, and it's a series we have to win, Mr. Locke. But
yeah,
this is starting to get away from us, and we just can't afford to have it happen.
Don't have a lot of outs left in this ball game. It is now 8-5 with runners runners on the corners and 1 out. Good pitch from Bellin, but that's going to be called a ball. And a good fastball comes back for the strike. Bellin really needs to concentrate here on this batter. I know he's got runners on first and third, but the batter's what matters now. And that was another good-looking pitch. My goodness, folks, that's called a ball. Kobe Lout never moved. It was right down the middle of the plate. 2-1 count. And that's going to be called low. So 3-1. Bellin making some good pitches here. Same spot, and he calls a strike. That's been the exact same spot 3 pitches in a row. Lout never moved his glove, and one of the 3 called a strike. Well, all I can say is it's a full count to the batter with 1 away. Runners on the corner. And a swing and a miss at the plate, but like we talked about earlier, the ball got away, and first base is going to be stolen.
Well, no, it can't be. There's a man on first.
Oh, there was a man on first. You're right. Had that runner, I didn't understand why the runner didn't go to second earlier. So you're right. The runner is out.
But they pick up another run.
So 2 outs. Score is now 9-5.
5-run inning for the Buckeyes. Big one. Biggest single inning either team's had tonight.
Justin Jones comes to the plate. And going to get hit by Bellin with the first pitch. Wow. Cannot catch a break for the Rough Riders. All right, well, with one out, Gilmer puts a man on first and second. They're going to give Jones a few minutes to walk that off. That was a good fastball that caught him right on the hip.
Gives me a chance to say thank you to JBI Insurance. Joe Bill Matire has been with us for, gosh, so many years, and given what he has elected to do with our broadcast, he's been a part of every season, every game for the last several years. He'll be a part of your life at the same way, JBI Insurance.
So this is Moreno. Bats in the 7 hole. 2 outs and a swing and a miss at the plate. Count now 1-1 to the batter. And Colby Lau, good job blocking that up. And that pitch outside. 3-1 count. And a high strike call. We'll take it. Full count with 2 outs. So all the runners will be moving. Bellin needs to make a good pitch here to the plate. And high and outside for ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs.
When we had the pitching change, we played Coach Moore saying we got to have 6 good innings and 7 good innings, and it's just not. It hasn't happened yet. I thought today might be the day, but boy, this one's getting away from us.
Dylan Griffin, 8-hole hitter, comes to the plate. And that one almost hits him inside for ball 1. Bellin back to the windup. Goes outside this time, ball 2. And this hit back, just off the top of the glove. Case Milford comes all the way around his body and throws the runner out at first base. Good athletic play by Milford to get out of the inning. But the Riders find themselves in a deep hole. It is now 9-5 with 2 innings left to play when we come back.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and that chicken. Winner, chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
So there we are, Chris Wallington.
How about that?
got the shot of the shot.
Yep.
Pretty twisty. What's happening is a lot of the fields around Texas are involved with one of 2 or 3 different systems to where they are able to get their games recorded. And so gone are the days where you have to have a freshman with a videotape recorder like we did back in the day. It's becoming more and more high tech, even though many of the fields themselves aren't that high tech like the one we're here. Have our broadcast team in the rain trying to keep from getting electrocuted, but at least they'll have a good recording for their coaching staff.
All right, so we need to pick up some runs here. We're not down. We're down 4, right? 9-5.
9-5. We got Colby Lout, Caleb Mosley, and Sutton Link due up. And Lout swings through strike 1.
And we had a pitcher that pitched a good set of innings. Just had some bad breaks as well as some pretty good hits by Gilmer, and finally just wore out. On one at bat, he had 10 or 11 throws. That's 10% of your pitches right there with one batter.
Not to say that we can't do the same thing, though.
That's exactly right.
But these guys at the bottom end of the lineup have got to get on.
And strike 2 to Lout. I just wish the pitchers from Gilmer would move a little bit quicker. This is the longest game in history. They take a lot of time in between pitches. And a strike 3 call on Lout. That'll bring Mosley to the plate.
Not sure how I feel about taking three consecutive pitches. However, when this guy was in for his first inning, last inning, he threw a lot of balls. That time, 3 strikes in a row.
And that ball is going to be hit high and
be
foul. Mosley, a lot of foul territory here, but catches a break. The right fielder, of course, we've talked about it. He is way shaded into center field and very shallow. He didn't have a chance at that. So Mosley's going to step back in with 1 strike. And a swing and a miss, 0-2. A lot of time in between pitches. And that one skips in, 1-2. Catcher is going down into a hurdler stride.
Yeah.
I think that's a sign that he's bored and tired too.
Yeah, exactly.
If he pulls a pillow out, we're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's done.
And that pitch low, 2-2. Well, 15, 20 minutes, we'll finish this at bat.
This at bat, yeah.
If you need to go to the refrigerator, grab a sandwich and a Coke, now's a good time. And this is hit sky high by Mosley. Called by the center fielder. He'll never make it. Don't know what happened there. The right fielder stopped very suddenly. I think he lost it in the lights.
He did. That's exactly what we needed right there. Mosley got it done.
Center catches a break.
I want to say it's the same thing that happened to Atkinson in center field, which really began this run in the last inning when he didn't move to the ball until it was too late. I think that's the second ball that may have gotten lost in the lights.
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's kind of misty, rainy all night. There's kind of a little bit of a haze. I don't know if he lost it. The right fielder, folks, he took about 2 steps and froze. Yep. He lost that ball somewhere. Center fielder tried to make a play.
That's what we need. Now we've got the top of the order up. We've got the guys with some sticks that maybe can get us in, get us an inning, and we need to get, if we don't tie this thing up, we at least get a couple runs to get within striking distance.
So Sutton Link comes to the plate. They're going to check on Mosley. He is back easy over at first base. Needs to go on and get another step there.
Yeah, now that there's a runner on base, these pitches are going to be slow.
Yeah. He works very fast before that.
That one well out of the strike zone. Link with a chance to do some damage.
Thanks to everybody for sticking with us. That was the pitch to hit right there.
That was it. That looked like a slow changeup.
It was. It was a changeup that went from medium to slow.
Link had already swung all the way around before that ball got to the plate.
But thanks to everybody that's hanging in with us, I think we finally got everything completely stabilized.
And they check on first. The ball gets away from the first baseman.
Mosley
goes to second.
And he's going to third.
They wave him to third. So the
first baseman didn't know where it was.
The first baseman lost the ball. I think the ball hit Mosley. I heard a tink sound. I think it might have hit Mosley. It trickled into right field. First baseman had no clue where it was. And Mosley treks on around to third base.
Right fielder had to come get it, make the throw. By then, he'd already taken 2 bases.
All right, so now the catcher's going to go out and try to settle his pitcher down. So the Riders in good position here with 1 out.
It's like, hey, dude, we got a 4-run lead. Let's don't worry about him. Let's worry about the guy at the plate.
Yeah.
Rough Riders in perfect position to take advantage of this. Sutton Link's the leadoff batter, so we got the right bats in position here. We just got to do something with it. And this is going to be foul back out of plate.
4 numbers, actually. 4, 3, 1, and 120. 4-run differential, 1 runner on third base, and 120 years in business of Farmer State Bank, our presenting sponsor. How about that?
There you go.
That was pretty good. Okay. I thought you were going to say 120 minutes between pitches. And Link fouls this one back, too.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, get up, get you a sandwich, get in the car, come to Gilmer. You can make it by the last inning.
All right, so Link got a 1-2 count with 1 away. Mosley standing on third base. The Riders are down in the game 9-5. That one skips in. Count now 2-2.
It's been a long game, but it's been an exciting one with plenty of base runners. A lot of times, both teams stranding runners as they end the innings. A lot going on here.
And that pitch low and outside. Link took it all the way.
That's in that danger zone where you don't know. Sometimes it's called, sometimes it's not.
All right, full count. And that ball low and away for ball 4. We got runners at the corners with 1 out. And here comes the Gilmer coach. We're going to have a talk at the mound.
Well, Shires, while we're doing that, can we hear from Farmer State Bank?
We certainly can.
Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and so much more.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
At Hope Community Medicine, They believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health. Gaddy's Medical Supply. It's your one-stop shop for the supplies and the equipment that you need as you go along your recovery. Their compassionate and knowledgeable staff is there to help you as you get better. Gaddy's Medical Supply.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, pitching change. Who do we have in, Locke?
So this is Bates. He was the leadoff batter and shortstop for Gilmer. He is now on the mound. Easton Wolf comes to the plate for the Rough Riders. There are runners on the corners with one out. Chance to do a little damage. They do the old fake throw to third trick. And we'll set up and do it again.
Fake throw to third got us in the first inning, didn't it?
Sure did. So Mosley's at third, Link's on first. Wolf takes a pitch low for ball one. All right, now's the time to pull out the cape. Somebody needs to be a hero. We're running out of time.
DQ Dinger, anybody?
That would be nice.
And Wolf's going to slap one into right field. That'll score one. They're going to hold Link at second. Right fielder able to get that in pretty quickly because Wolf absolutely ripped the cover off that baseball. So an RBI single for Wolf. The score now is 9-6. Cody Atkinson comes to the plate with runners at first and second and one out. Good piece of hitting by Wolf. Took a pitch low and away and ripped it into right field. Whoa, that pitch.
That was a bit high.
Just a bit high. And Atkinson holds up on a pretty pitch. Kind of check swing there. So a strike called at the plate. I believe the count should be 1-1. Yeah.
That is correct.
And another high pitch. Almost got away from the catcher. 2-1. And Bates enjoying some of that wet ball on the pitcher's mound. You see him scrubbing it, trying to get a grip.
It's not fun to be a pitcher tonight.
And this hit a mile high, but foul from Atkinson. Evens the count now at 2-2. And a big curveball. Atkinson had to duck out of the way. Would have been helpful had he let,
Let it hit him.
let that hit him, folks. We'd have bases loaded with one out. And that one misses inside for ball 4, and Atkinson gets on anyway. So the Riders got a little action going here. Bases are loaded with one out.
That puts the tying run on first. Go-ahead run at the plate.
Score is 9-6. Bases loaded. Horton comes to the plate
Right.
with one out.
This is our best chance.
And this ripped into left field. That'll score one for sure. They're sending Easton home, and the Riders score 2. Logan Horton with a 2 RBI single, and the Riders now close the gap. It is 9-8 here in Gilmer. Good piece of hitting. That was ripped hard right under the glove of the third baseman into left field, and 2-run score for the Riders. All right, that's going to put Horton at first, Atkinson at second. We've got one out, and T.J. Belton comes to the plate.
2 really fast ball players here on the base. So if Billy can deliver a base hit, that should tie it up.
A lot of speed out there. Atkinson's got good wheels. That pitch well high and out of the zone. If I'm TJ, I'm going to be pretty careful here.
Yep.
I'm going to wait on a pitch. No need to get in a hurry in this situation. Too many balls are slipping out of hands. They're going to catch Atkinson in a rundown. He got caught between second and third, and they missed the tag, but they get back in relay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Atkinson still alive, and they do tag him. Unfortunately, the Riders with another base running mistake tonight, folks.
It's the 4th time, 3 times in the first 2 innings, and then it's been a while, but with the tying run, they just tagged the tying run.
Well, the good news is Horton was able to play in behind him and get to second base. So we still have a man in scoring position for Belton, or excuse me, for TJ. And he check swings. Wow, what, folks, I'm sorry. I'm going to call it like it is. That was the worst strike call I've seen in a long time. Belton never took the bat off his shoulder, and the umpire called that a check swing strike. I'm telling you, that one was terrible. Foul ball. Down in the count now, 1-2. I know it's late, but I think the umpire's ready to go home. All right, 1-2 count, 2 outs. Riders have a man at second. And Belton fouls this one back. TJ doing a good job here.
Want to avoid a strikeout. You got twice the ice. Don't want to get iced here. Do want to get iced in Shelby County. 3 different locations. 2 in Center, 1 in Shelbyville. When you need twice the ice, you can find it with Will Blacksher in twice the ice.
All right, Belton with a 1-2 count, 2 away. See if he can get something going here. That pitch goes all the way to the backstop. And the runner advances to third. So Horton 90 feet away from tying this thing up.
How many runners have been on third as innings end? I've lost count of it at least 3 different times. Hopefully this isn't going to be another one of those.
So
maybe we can get another pass ball.
They're calling for dry balls, and Gilmer's coach throws a dry ball to his pitcher and skips it in the grass. That's the way it goes tonight.
Coaching error.
So there's no telling where this pitch is going to go. 2-2 curveball gets in the dirt. He misses it. The runner comes home, and Horton is
he's safe.
He's
He's
safe.
safe.
He's safe. And Horton ties the game with a stolen home base on the pass ball.
That was
what a
bang,
game.
bang, but that was the right call.
What a gamer from Horton.
Man.
That ball just barely trickled under the catcher. He jumped up, grabbed it, and they both dove for the plate at the same time, and Horton gets there first. What a play by Logan Horton. This is a tie ball game, folks. 9-9. Bellin with a 2-2 count. And the swing and a miss, but that's okay. The Rough Riders come back and tie this game up. 9-9. There's new life here for the Riders.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's Wyndham's family. We're doing something to smile about. A couple things. We got. I'm smiling because we got a stable internet thing all of a sudden, so that's really good. But also, want something to smile about. The Riders have had a disastrous bottom of the fifth, but rebound and tie this thing back up. But the biggest thing to smile about tonight, Chris Wallington, is
the Lady Riders softball during senior night back home, 7-6 winners over Kilgore, giving them a likely berth to the playoffs with one more game to take care of, which will be played right over there on Friday in their softball stadium here in Gilmer. So, and that win is a likely one because the Lady Riders and the Gilmer, Lady Riders will be favored. So big thing to smile about is the Lady Riders have a chance, a really good chance of returning to the playoffs for the first time in a very long time. Brought to you by Wyndham Family Dental. But there is still an inning to an inning and a half of ball to play here. Riders just had a 4-run inning, right?
Yes.
And answering the five-run inning from Gilmer. So it's a tie game here, but Gilmer has 2 shots at the plate versus the Riders 1. We'll see what happens as we return this marathon back over to Jason Law. By the way, we've been keeping a pitch count, have a word count. Jason now has spoken 3,900 words, and you have a 4,000 limit. Let me know if you need help.
I tell you what, it is. Is it Wednesday yet? I feel like it is.
It will be yesterday.
All right, Sutton Link comes in relief for the Rough Riders, and he's going to lead things off with a strike here.
I'm feeling we're seeing a lot of relief from both teams. We'll see.
Well, this is the 9-hole hitter.
It's going to stay in.
Pop this
it's going to
up
stay in.
And Lout makes the play.
Bam!
What a break for the Rough Riders. So a pop up. It was right on the fence. I mean, you couldn't have gotten an inch more, and Loud able to stay with it and make the out. Big out. All right, so they're back to the top of the order. This will be Braden Pate, the leadoff batter for Gilmer, with 1 out. And that pitch is going to be inside for ball 1. And outside, 2-0.
Gilmer as a team winless in district. This is a big game for them as well, but they are having such a good time over there to our right in their dugout. They have cat called and had such a good time all night.
And that one low, 3-0.
Did you hear that kind of chatter from Spring Hill and from, yeah?
A little bit.
Heard a lot of chatter out of Spring Hill, yeah. And ball 4, 4 pitches. 4-ball walk. So Gilmer has a man on.
So, like, the question is, let's say that we get out of this thing and we get a run in the 7th. Do you go ahead and bring Wolf in?
It depends on how Link finishes here. If Link finishes pretty cleanly, no. If Link struggles, then yeah, you may have to.
Because you can still do it. He's not with that many pitches. I mean,
right. You just keep your pitch count low, and that way everybody's still free. You don't want them to see Easton unless you absolutely have to, because you want him fresh. You don't want them to get an at bat against him.
But we need to get the win.
That pitch well outside. Lindsey showed bunt, pull back, makes the count now 1-0. Yeah, I see what you're saying. We're desperate for the win. And he does lay down the bunt. It goes foul. Desperate for the win, but you just hate to use your Friday starter on Tuesday and give them an extra look.
Yep.
All right, so the count should be 2-1. Man on first with not much of a lead. They do square to bunt, and it's bunted foul, so the count now 2-2. All right, so Lindsey's going to have to swing away here. Link still has a couple of pitches to waste, so he can take his time with Lindsey. Still not much of a lead at first. And a big curveball, that's going to be fouled off down the right field line. A good breaking ball there from Link.
I know, yeah, I thought that was going to hit him for a second.
Lindsey was a starting pitcher for Gilmer.
Yep.
Only went 4 innings. And pokes this away foul. Making a good at bat here. And this one flared. It's going into right field. No, second baseman Logan Horton makes the play.
Yeah, Logan Horton. He may be our player of the game after that work he did offensively, coming in, basically stealing home, pitched some good innings, and then making some really good plays in the field.
All right, so 2 outs now.
Right, he also drove a run in that at bat. So, yeah, with the way things sit, Logan Horton's in the driver's seat for Central County Player of the Game.
If it is a win and we have time, I mean, this is getting to be a pretty late school night. We'd love to talk to him in the Schaffner's Washateria postgame show.
So 2 outs. Bates comes to the plate. And the fastball misses outside.
Yeah, at this rate, this thing's going to go past 10 o'clock.
They check on the runner. Kind of had him leaning. not a very big lead, but he moves. He doesn't sit still. He was moving toward second base, and Link saw it. Now he's much closer to the bag and being still. This hit
Oh,
by
yes.
Wolf, what a beauty. He goes to second for the out. Yes, sir. What a play by Easton Wolf. That was a beauty, folks.
Backhanded, caught the ball off the ground. Good decision to second.
All right, we'll be right back. Tie ball game here in Gilmer.
So what do you get with Sabine State Bank? Well, Steve Waters and his staff, they know you. They know you by name. And they celebrate the successes when they finance your dreams. But Sabine State Bank is also a fully modern bank with 24-hour online access to your accounts and services ranging from teller services to some of banking's more complicated things. Looking for a place to grow? It's Sabine State Bank. Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's. You know that Ace Hardware of East Texas is all the hardware you need, but there's a lot of other things they have too. Fun things for your camping trips. Fun things to wear when you go outside. For the 4th of July barbecue, to the house warming in the fall, to your Christmas shopping and clothes for all year long, it's Ace Hardware, the helpful place of East Texas.
Everybody, welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Score is knotted up at 9. Jaden Lane's going to lead it off for the Rough Riders.
I just had a thought. It's possible we could go to extra innings.
Ooh, and that one, a little chin music to Lane. He backs away.
But I think it ain't going to be 9-9. It might be 11-11.
Okay.
Link ended up fishing pretty strong there, Locke, I thought.
He did. He pitched well.
Link was the Center Motor Company player of the game before Horton was. He's had such a good game, offensive, defensive, and in relief as a pitcher.
That pitch was called a strike on the outside corner, so the count's 1-1, now 2-1. I don't know if you're looking. Look at the outfield. We're getting a good little more fog than haze.
Yeah. Well, if we can pull this one out, this might be the double Muncho bag.
Oh, that's true.
That ball fouled into the Rough Rider dugout, 2-2.
I can see on the camera the fog kind of rolling.
Yep.
Ribbon you're talking about.
Rolling in.
And that pitch high and out of the zone. Full count. Lane asked for time there. The pitcher again from Gilmer takes a lot of time. And that one's a ball 4. And the Riders have leadoff man on. Little chatter between the two players there. Umpire warns both of them. Not sure what was said, but the pitcher was jawing and Jaden Lane was jawing. Things getting interesting here. And the Gilmer coach is going to call time and go chat with his pitcher.
I'd like to remind everybody, Farmer State Bank brings us this Gilmer game, Gilmer series, both tonight and Friday night. It's possible that we might decide to come back here and do the Center Ladies Rider softball game. Even if we do, it will be Gilmer game, and the Farmer State Bank will bring us that series. They bring so many things to Shelby County. We appreciate them both as bankers and as community activists. Farmer State Bank brings you this series.
Are they making a change, or are they just talking?
I think he's, number one, he's settling him down. I mean, his pitcher is jawing with a runner that he just walked. That's never good.
Yep.
And I've got to believe that's the third arm he's put in tonight. Gilmer's got to be running out of arms.
Third or fourth.
They got to turn around and play Friday night, too.
Right.
So He's trying to calm people down and get this game over with. All right, no outs, folks. Rough Riders have the lead runner on. Case Milford comes to the plate. Lane with a good lead at first. They square and show bunt. He pulls it back, and it's a ball called at the plate. So we need some smart base running here.
Yeah.
Rough Riders have run into a couple of outs for no good reason tonight. Be good on the base pass. Be smart. Milford's going to be bunting again.
Hard somewhere.
They're going to check one. And Lane back easy. And this bunted, and a good bunt in the air. The pitcher dove and tried to catch it on the fly. Had he just kept running, he could have thrown Milford out, but he dove and missed it, folks, and Milford is safe at first. What a break for Milford.
Ugly bunt, but it worked.
That ball was sky high, and the pitcher made a look. You know, your mind tells you I can catch this, but it's a wet field.
Yep.
He dives, misses it, and Milford trots to first base.
Rather, if he lets it drop, fields it, he could probably make the throw out of first.
Yeah, he throws him out all day long. So the Riders catch a break here with no outs. They've got men at first and second. Lout comes to the plate.
Do you bunt again?
I'm bunting all day long till you stop me.
Yep.
First base is in on the grass. Now third base is holding tight to the bag. And we do show bunt. It's a foul ball. So one strike on Lout. If he can lay it down the third base line, it'll be perfect in this situation.
Yep.
Third base is playing back. First base is crashing. He's 10 foot from Colby when the ball gets to the plate.
Yeah, that would be the true
Unless
sacrifice bunt. But down third base line could be a base hit.
And he pulls back. That's a ball outside. So 1-1. A little bit of slash hitting right here would be great. The way they're all crashing in, if he could punch it past somebody.
Yep.
Lane with a lot of speed at second. And that'll be strike two. Not able to execute the bunt here. So Colby's going to have to swing away.
Now you want to try to hit it to the right side of the field, right, so you can get that runner over to third at the very least.
They do try at second. Lane is back all day long. Lout calls time. Gilmer pitchers take a lot of time in between pitches. All right, Lout is down in the count 1-2. There are no outs. Just needs to put something in play and move the runners. And a swing and a miss. He's going to strike out. They do throw for Lane and miss, and Lane's going to try for third. There'll be a throw and a tag, and he is safe at
they
third
didn't get
base.
the tag down. Wow.
Should have gotten him, just couldn't get the tag down.
So the Riders end up with a double steal. Sutton scoots in behind Lane, and they take second and third on the steal.
Wow.
Lane with some heads-up base running there. The ball trickled away.
It got there in time, but the third baseman, the guy covering third base, just missed it. Couldn't get the ball down.
So now that is interesting. I've never seen that before. So the pitcher turns around and directs his infield where he wants them. They are in on the grass trying to cut the run. It's 9-9. Everybody crashes. Mosley shows bunt and pulls back. So ball 1 to Mosley. Runners at second and third with 1 out. We do not have to run here, folks.
No. Now, we've seen it all tonight, haven't we? Just every kind of odd situation, and we see another one here.
Mosley's bunting again. This one's fouled. Count now 1-1. Now Bates is the regular shortstop. He turned and was having to tell the other shortstop where to play.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting. If we do get the bunt down, I'm wondering if they know how to cover bags. Shortstop should be going to third in this situation. That pitch low, 2-1 to Mosley. Because third base is crashing all the way.
Right.
Second's going to cover second. Shortstop goes to third. But your shortstop is actually pitching right now. Mosley squares. Does not get the bunt down, and it's a call strike at the plate. It's 2-2 on the batter. So now Mosley's got to swing away. If he can just put something in play here is all we need. Nothing fancy.
Right, you can't hit into a double play, so.
And he pops this up in foul territory. It will be playable. So they do not tag at third. First baseman makes the play. Now there's 2 outs. I think that's a good call. Even though it's 9-9, you just don't have enough room there. The first baseman wasn't that far off the field. I think he could have easily made the throw home.
Yeah, but you're getting your top of the order up now with a shot. So, yeah, you don't want to run that final out.
You do not run into that. All right, so the catcher calls all his infield together, and they're just going to work on a few things here. It's 2 outs. The Riders with men at second and third, and we're back to the top of the order.
So now Link has a chance to recapture the Cinema Company player of the game.
Yep, he and Horton have been the stars tonight.
Gonna figure a base tap here will get it done for the Riders.
And a good fastball, swing and a miss.
Oh.
And down 2 strikes here to Link.
I am impressed with this Gilmer man on the mound right here. He's kind of taking his team under his wing.
And foul back. Still alive.
You know, I think he called them to the mound and said, look here. And veteran leadership.
Well, we saw him on the previous batter directing the players, realigning them, telling them where to get, move, and a big out. Unfortunately, a strikeout. A lot of chatter. The pitcher turned around and said something to Jaden Lane. It's getting a little chippy here, folks. It's tied up 9-9. We'll be right back.
This is a NetSN presentation of a Watlington Shires Pierce production. Rough Rider Football is brought to you in part by McAdams Propane Company. Gas up your engines with McAdams. Joe's Car Spa. With Joe's, clean is easy. Yard Birds, the finest barbecue right at the city limit sign on Tenaha Highway. And Sandy Cox State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Sandy Cox is there on Tenaha Street.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
The games have never been bigger this fall, and whether you're rooting for the Cowboys or Texans, or you hook 'em, gig 'em, or wreck 'em, don't you deserve to watch them in style? So just a reminder that Blake Furniture saves you money on everything you need to make these the best game watching days ever.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a third generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
All right, folks, welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 7th. This game is tied up at 9-9. Riders with runners on second and third with one out and cannot push a run across the plate. So that's going to get back to Leak, who's going to come back out for the 7th.
And Link's going to face the 4, 5, 6 hitters here. That ball inside. And this one popped out of play, foul ball. Need a clean inning from the Rough Riders here. Need to get up and down. Big curveball, but it's going to hit the batter, and they've got the lead man on again.
We're going to have 2, 3, and 4 up when if we can get out of this inning.
All right, so this is Harrison Lofton. He is the DH for Gilmer. Gilmer coach calls a play. Both runners check their wristbands. We'll see if they try to run. Nope, it's a bunt play. Wolf crashes in. They're going to check over at first base. Back easy. And pulls it back. We've seen Gilmer bunt every single position tonight. They bunted their 3, they bunted their 4-hole hitter. This is the DH in the 5-hole, and he's bunting. And that pitch outside too. Link's going to have to throw it across the plate. (2-0) to the batter. And that one low and away, 3-0. No lead whatsoever at first base. Link's going to have to go after him here. And a 4-pitch walk puts the go-ahead run on first for the Buckeyes. That's going to draw a visit to the mound by the Rough Rider coach.
Winning runs on second.
Yeah.
That's
We know you can see a bunt here.
Oh yeah, I'm bunting until you stop me.
Here's where it would be interesting if you brought in Wolf. You know, you brought your pitcher in. Let's see how he's going to do. Okay, he's 2 at bats, 2 pitchers, got guy on first and second already. That's not going to happen though.
No, I don't think so. I think you do it. You do it at the top. I think if we'd scored, then I would think you would have thought seriously about doing it. But
All right, so a pinch runner comes in. Number 5, we've not seen him before tonight. That's Braylon McHenry. Comes in to run. He is on second base, so runners at first and second, no out. And Justin Jones comes to the plate for the Buckeyes. Riders playing for the bunt here. And it's popped in the air toward third. Link overruns it, and everybody's safe at every bag.
This is about as desperate a situation as a team tied can be. Last inning, bases loaded, no outs.
Tell you what, and I'll give credit. That was an absolute perfectly executed bunt. Could not have placed it better.
And it would have taken a brilliant fielding play by the pitcher to get it over there.
So Moreno comes to the plate. There's no outs, bases loaded, and he hits a flare to third that is a foul ball.
Close. Close.
I'm real sure it was foul. Let me tell you what the giveaway was for me. The Gilmer coach jumped over the ball.
Right.
So
pointing fair.
Pointing fair as he jumps over the ball.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that qualifies as foul for me.
Pretty much any ball hit outside of the infield is going to win this for Gilmer, right?
Good pitch from Link, but they're going to say that is outside.
Right. Obviously know where to put this guy too, so you're going to have to throw to him.
1-1.
And you got to, if it's in the infield, you got to throw home.
There we go.
Good pitch from Link. Count now 1-2 on the batter. Infield in, outfield in. Everybody playing to cut the run at home. And this one is fouled away. Good curveball from Link. And this one hit sharply. Bellin off the top of the glove. That'll score a run. And that's going to do it, folks.
Heck of a game.
Wow.
Not the way you want it to end.
Tough break for the Rough Riders. Ball just took a big hop. Bellin went right off the top of his glove, and the runner scores to win the game. A walk-off hit. Riders go down 10-9.
We will have the Schaffner's post-game show right after these messages.
So, Billy Don, tell us about Brookshire Brothers.
Well, they got just about everything. Got good produce section, a fine meat market, and oh, that chicken. Winter chicken dinner. And the pharmacist is great, and the people there make it worthwhile. They always got specials if you pay attention. And that manager, he's a nice fella. And the thing is, you can shop at Brookshire's day or night. A lot more night after daylight savings.
Brookshire Brothers Center.
It says, vote for me, or vote for my friend. It says, congratulations. It says, happy birthday. It can even say, I love you. For the most important messages, it's the Sign Shop. Find them on Cascade Drive, the Sign Shop, Center, Texas.
If you bring it back, I can do it all live.
Whatever your needs, large or small, Shoppers is ready. Owner Will Blacksher says, enjoy the postgame show.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's the Schaffner's post-game show. The Rough Riders losing a heartbreaker, 10-9. It was back and forth the whole game and ended up being just a little bit too much. Mr. Lockett, we look at the Ray Jones key to the game. It really kind of came down to that one inning where they got on fire.
Yeah, we talked about it. Even in the coach's interview, we've had to play good innings, and we gave up one bad inning, and that ended up being the difference in the game. We found ourselves down 9-5 at one point. Resilience, though, came all the way back, tied it up, took it to the 7th inning, and just a bloop hit, and that's the end of the game. Tough break, but I'm proud of them for coming back and tying it up and making a game out of it.
They played very hard. They played very well. Except for in the moments where they didn't, and a lot of it was their fault. Some of it was just bad breaks. So that's the way this one ends. Normally here we would play a Dairy Queen ad, but I would rather hear from you. If it's not going to be tacos, because everybody knows.
Yeah.
Then what's it going to be?
They'll
If not tacos, then
change it up.
Okay.
Steak finger basket.
Yeah, with gravy.
Yeah.
And have a taco also.
Yeah,
Why
sure.
Thanks to Dairy Queen for that. Schaffner's Washateria brings us the postgame show. You said they have new washing machines, Locke.
They do. They have new dryers, an entire new bank of dryers, so it makes it more efficient on you. You get more bang for your buck at Schaffner Washateria.
We had Wyndham Family Dental brought us something to smile about. The Lady Rider softball team, 7-6 winners tonight in senior night against Kilgore, which makes them probable playoff team for the first time in a very long time. So we appreciate Wyndham's there. We don't have a coach interview, but we do need to name our our Center Motor Company player of the game. It came down to really two folks. Who would it be?
Horton, I think.
I agree. I think Logan Horton stealing home, that was a huge play in a tight game at the moment to tie this game up and give the Riders new life.
Pitched 4 good innings, also made some excellent plays beyond that in the field, and drove some RBIs in. So Center Motor Company, if we can hear from Center Motor Company and JBA Financial, we'll be right back to wrap up the Schaffner's postgame show.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
JBA Financial brings us our coach talk. We're not going to have an interview with our coach, but this is what Coach said before the game, and this is kind of what it comes down to during the game.
Coach, we've been right there so many times. What's the key tonight against a team that maybe we've beaten before?
7 good innings. I mean, we've put a lot together. We've come a long ways. We're really, really young, and these guys, especially against, if anybody saw us play Spring Hill last Friday, they're, in my opinion, the best team in our district, if not the best team in East Texas. And we put 6 really, really good innings together. It's that one inning. I think if we can eliminate that one inning, then we can play with anybody.
Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
And, Counselor, they just didn't quite eliminate that one inning.
They did not, and then it's so frustrating because you feel like we're so close.
And you feel for them. 10-9 is the final score here. In the future, Center hosts Gilmer at home for the end of this series. Lady softball comes to Gilmer to play the game that will determine whether or not they go to the playoffs or not. So that's what's coming up here. Also on NetSN, our friend Larry Pierce has area softball and baseball. You're welcome to choose that right here at this same channel. Well, that does it for the Schaffner's Washateria postgame show and our ball game tonight, brought to you by Farmer State Bank. The whole Gilmer series brought to you by Farmer State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, we'll talk to you again Friday. Thanks for sticking with us on this very long game. Until Friday, we hope your evening and your week is nothing but net.
The following is a true story from Count Dracula about Schaffner's Washateria.
I will get that in.
North Superior, we say thank you for listening to the Postgame Show.
That's it.